Hey guys, I'm Jonah and I'm going to go over the Connecteam app for you. This is the app you're going to be using to view your schedule as well as to clock in for each of your shifts. Each time you open up the app, it will automatically open up to the feed and any updates for you will be displayed here. You can view your schedule by going to the icon on the top left labeled Job Schedule. The job schedule will automatically open up to the Only Me page, which shows all your scheduled shifts. You can scroll up and down to view what you're scheduled on any given date. If you tap the bar at the top, you can see the calendar view. From here, you can quickly navigate to a specific date. In general, to navigate through the app, the return button is at the top of each screen. Back to the job schedule, you can tap the magnifying glass at the top of the screen to open up the search bar. Here you can type in a pool name to see any shifts that you're scheduled at that location. When you're back in the Only Me page, in the upper right hand corner, tap the cogwheel to access the notification settings. You can see you will receive notifications when a shift starts, when a shift is published to your schedule, or if there are any edits to a shift. All these notification settings need to remain on. Returning to the schedule, tap any shift to view the shift details. The details show the shift time and the number of hours, the date, and the address of the pool. If you tap the address link, you will be taken to the default navigation app on your device so that you can see where the pool is located. Any information you need to access the pool, such as the lockbox code, will be noted here along with any other special notes that you would need to know about the pool. If there are any other special instructions regarding a specific shift, it will be noted on this page as well. The option to find a replacement is on this page, but we'll come back to that in a minute. At the bottom, tap the Open Time Clock button to access the page where you will clock in. Tap the big blue button that says Start to clock in for your shift. Your location must be on for you to be able to clock in. This is what it will look like once you are clocked in. The timer will be tracking the time. At the end of your shift, you will clock out by clicking the red button at the bottom. It will say either clock out or end shift. Then you will come to a confirmation screen where you will need to tap the red end shift button. Ending the shift will lead to a review of the shift, showing your clock in time, clock out time, and total hours for the day. From there, you will need to tap the green confirm hours button. If for some reason the shift times are not correct, you have the option to request to edit the shift. In order to request an edit, you will change the start or end time, and you must provide a note indicating the reason why the shift time is incorrect. Then you will send the request to be approved by admin. Coming back to the shift details, if you would like to see if there is someone who can pick up your shift, you can tap Find Replacement. There will be a pop-up showing all the employees. Use the search bar to find who you're looking for. Once you tap their name, the replacement request will be sent to them, and you'll receive a little pop-up there that lets you know the shift is still in your schedule and will remain in your schedule until it's fully approved. When you return to the shift details, it will show that the request is pending. Then when you return to the schedule, you can see the pending request indicator for that shift. At the bottom of the screen, go to Replacements to view the status of any replacement request that you have sent or received. Under the Sent by Me tab, you can view any pending requests you have sent, as well as your history of sent requests. If you tap the shift, there's also an option to cancel the request if you need to do so. This shows that the shift is pending a response from the employee. If the employee accepts the shift, the status will now show that the shift is pending approval from the admin. Keep in mind, shifts will not be approved if it will put an employee over 40 hours in that pay period, so make sure you're paying attention to your hours. Once an admin approves the request, the shift will be automatically moved from your schedule to the other employee's schedule, and the request will show under History. When you toggle over to the Receive tab, you will see any requests that others have sent you. Tap the shift to see the details and accept or decline the request. This is the same process as before. If you accept the shift, it will go to the admin for approval, and this confirmation reminds you that the shift will not be added to your schedule until an admin actually approves it. Sometimes you may see this on your schedule, which indicates there are open shifts. By tapping the Open Shifts button, you can view any open shifts that are currently available and claim any shifts that you want to work. An admin must approve the claim before it can be added to your schedule. Now coming back to the schedule, at the bottom, switch over to the Everyone tab. This will show all of the scheduled shifts for, you guessed it, everyone. This is especially helpful if you want to find someone to trade shifts with you on a particular day. For instance, if you want a shift that ends earlier that day or a shift that starts later. You can tap the shift to view the shift details. From there, you can see who's assigned the shift and reach out to them directly by tapping on their name. You'll then come to a screen giving you the ability to chat with that person through Connecteam. You can also see in which branch that person works, which would be Delaware or Maryland, and you can see their position, which will be lifeguard or attendant. Next, we'll look at the time clock, which is accessed from the Feed tab. Here you'll see the My Requests button, and this is where you can add a request for time off. When filling this out, the type is always going to be unpaid leave. It will automatically be set to all day. Plug in the date or date range that you're requesting to have off, and then there's a space for you to put the reason for the request. If you only need part of the day off, you can toggle off the all day option. Doing so will change the format so you can input a single date, the time frame you're requesting off, and the reason for the request. You will receive a notification if the request is approved or denied, along with any notes that the admin made. Going back to the time clock screen, next to the My Request button is the timesheet. In the timesheet, you can view what you have worked each day. You can see your total hours for the week, and you can also use the arrows at the top to navigate to other pay periods. The pay period is Monday through Sunday. Review your timesheet each Sunday so that if there are any discrepancies between what you worked and what hours are listed on your timesheet, you can bring it to my attention prior to payroll being processed. If you have a specific person you need to contact, you can find them in the directory, which is accessed from the Feed tab. Next, we'll look at the Assets tab. When in Assets, you can pretty much access all the same things you can access from the Feed. However, in Assets, you can view each of your time off requests and its status, which indicates if it has been accepted, declined, or if it is still pending. The next tab is the Chat. You can start a new chat with any of your coworkers by tapping the plus sign in the upper right-hand corner. Lastly, the Profile tab on the bottom right-hand corner of the Feed is fairly self-explanatory. The only thing you will probably use in there is adding a photo to your profile so your coworkers know what you look like. If you choose to add a photo, remember this is a workplace, so keep it professional. Thanks for watching, and be sure to reach out if you have any questions.